Why Garcelle thinks Crystal took her feud with Sutton too far. Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Garcelle shared her opinion on Crystal and Sutton's fight on Watch What Happens Live. Here's why Garcelle thinks Crystal took the feud too far. Crystal Kung Minkoff has been feuding with Sutton Strack on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And here's why their co-star Garcelle Beauvais thinks the quarrel has been taken too far. Crystal and Sutton have had difficulty finding common ground throughout the entirety of Rhobh Season 11. Although Garcelle doesn't have any skin in this fight, here's why the reality star thinks Crystal took her feud with Sutton to the next level. Crystal and Sutton's argument originated in Lake Tahoe during a conversation with OG Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards. Kyle discussed the conversation she had with Garcelle about her racial insensitivity. This struck a nerve with Sutton, who insisted that racial stigma should not be discussed. Sutton cited how others stereotype her as a racist hillbilly because she comes from the South. Crystal was caught off guard by Sutton's resistance to having a conversation about race. This prompted Crystal to ask Sutton if she was the girl who says, "I don't see race." Sutton was offended by Crystal's comment, and their historic feud was born. Many fans sided with Crystal for calling out Sutton's perspective from a place of privilege. In response to watching the episode when it aired, Sutton released an apology in which the Rhobh star promised she is committed to becoming a better listener. Unfortunately, Crystal and Sutton's drama only escalated after moving on from their conversation about race. After a long night out, which ended in Crystal and Sutton fighting over a prank Kathy Hilton pulled on the group, Crystal retired to her room. Sutton noticed that Crystal forgot her coat and thought she would return it to her as a peace offering. This treaty did not go over as Sutton had hoped it would. Sutton entered her castmate's room and returned the infamous coat. Crystal was naked and unprepared for Sutton to make an entrance in her room, starting a new leg of the marathon that is the two new housewives conflict. Although Crystal and Sutton talked about the incident and agreed to move on, Crystal went on to discuss the coat exchange with her co-stars. Some fans think Crystal is a mean girl that wanted Sutton to look bad. During a recent appearance on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live, Garcelle shared that she agreed with Crystal's critics. Specifically, Garcelle was annoyed that Crystal used the word violated to describe how Sutton made her feel. Although Crystal's sympathizers argue that Crystal is entitled to her own perception of her interaction with Sutton, viewers like Garcelle disagree. On WHL, Garcelle explained she thought Crystal took their feud too far because violation is such a big word. In a recent Rhobh episode, Garcelle was one of many cast members requesting Crystal take back her use of the word violated. Despite her cast's consistent call for her to backpedal, Crystal has stuck to her controversial diction. Whether fans think Crystal or Sutton is guilty of overreacting on Season 11, Garcelle has announced she is firmly on Team Sutton. From accusations of racial ignorance to feeling violated, it seems like Crystal and Sutton's feud will never end. For the sake of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, a new, coatless peace treaty seems in order. Garcelle reveals Denise Richards wants to return as a housewife. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Garcelle Beauvais, has revealed that Bond girl Denise Richards wants to return to the show as a housewife. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Garcelle Beauvais, has revealed that former James Bond girl Denise Richards wants to return to the show as a housewife. The reality TV star left after a dodgy previous season, which included affair rumors. Garcelle has become a favorite after making her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills debut in Season 10. She stood out for her truthfulness and loyalty to her friend Denise. The close friendship did cause fans to worry if Garcelle would also leave the series and follow the fellow actress, but she has stayed put. During the reunion, Garcelle was the only one who stuck up for the Malibu actress. She was also the only housewife who wasn't given a cease and desist letter from Denise. So far, this season has shown Garcelle still sticking up for her friend, even after sorting her issues out with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Lisa Rinna. Garcelle spoke with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live on Wednesday about the possibility of her dear friend returning. But as she put it, somebody gotta go though, just saying. The news came out after Andy asked if the Coming to America actress was still close with Denise. The mother of two answered that she was, which seemed to come as a surprise to the host, who asked if they can talk about it after the show. Check out the video below. Shocking fans, Garcelle hinted that she thinks Denise wants to come back even after her toxic last season. Denise left the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills back in September after a rough season that included issues with Brandi Glanville and the rest of the women who felt like she was lying. Brandi made claims that she first hooked up with Denise just 10 days after she married her husband, Aaron. Denise did not help herself, as she found herself in a web of lies, eventually alienating herself from the rest of the women. Bravo viewers wondered if the housewife that would need to leave would have to be Lisa, since she and Denise fell out towards the end of the season. Currently, Garcelle is sitting pretty while watching the other Real Housewives of Beverly Hills girls bicker. The actress has said her piece about her close friend, and now the rest of the women know that Denise should not be brought up.